So today I think is going to be a fairly quick video, and the topic that I wanted to touch on today is a situation that I think we've probably all been in, and that is when you accidentally use too much product and different solutions on how you can kind of resolve it and deal with it until your next wash day. Now, usually when I speak about going overboard and using too much product, I don't know about you, but usually for me, the main culprit is gel or mousse, especially my stylers. I can sometimes get a bit carried away and use way too much than I really need. So some of the signs that you've used too much gel or too much mousse are that you're really having a hard time to scrunch out the cast. Your curls still feel really hard. The cast won't go away. When you're scrunching out, you may have white particles flying everywhere, white flakes, and your curls may look limp, they may fall flat, they're stringy, your hair may look a bit greasy, it might feel a bit sticky and not nice. So in this video, I'm going to be going through a few solutions that aren't gonna fix it 100%, but they may help you have decent-ish hair until your next wash day. Now, if you're familiar with the curly girl world, the wavy hair community, I'm sure you've had silk shoved down your throat a number of times. Everybody's talking about switching to silk or satin pillowcases, but in the situation where you may have gone overboard with product, that is when you may find it beneficial switching back to a cotton pillowcase for a few nights. Now, if you've investigated why silk is more beneficial, why satin is more beneficial, and why we should avoid cotton, one of the reasons is that cotton pillowcases can kind of dry your hair out a little bit and cause a bit of frizz. So if you used too much product, this might actually be a good thing, that it kind of, I don't know, soaks up that extra product. And if the extra product has made your hair a little bit greasy, a cotton pillowcase may help ever so slightly to kind of tone it down a notch and make it a little bit more acceptable. You may find that by switching to a cotton pillowcase, overnight your pillow is going to absorb that extra grease and product that you have in your hair, potentially leaving you with decent looking hair the next day. One of my personal favorite options when I have used too much product is to just brush it out. I will start at the ends and brush, working my way up, and that can kind of help get rid of the greasy look a little bit, kind of spread it out a bit. And because my hair has got too much product in, I can also get away with doing praying hands and scrunching, and that will almost encourage my hair to go back into some decent-ish looking clumps when before it may have been stringy, greasy, and just not looking great. If you are one of the few lucky ones that can get away with refreshing your hair, then you may find that a refresh will really help your situation. I would suggest not adding any more product back into your hair, obviously, when you're refreshing, and probably dampening your hair or even doing a full wet refresh will really help to fix your hair. And try and use a microfiber towel too to soak up that extra product that you have in your hair. But please note, when it comes to refreshing your hair, if your hair is like mine, if you maybe have an oily scalp, then sometimes dampening my hair, and especially doing a full wet refresh, if I'm going to be completely soaking my hair again without washing it, I'm just asking for greasy hair. So do keep that in mind. You know your hair, you know what's best, you know what works for yours and what doesn't. If you have tried the previous options mentioned and your hair is still not looking great, then you can use a dry shampoo, and even a texture spray as well could help to soak up that extra product and just dry your hair out a little. If you are a strict follower of the Curly Girl method, there are some Curly Girl method approved dry shampoos. Mix Chicks is one that I own that I've been enjoying lately. Bouclem have one, and of course, if you don't mind breaking the Curly Girl rules, then you have, you know, this OG Focus it mainly on your roots, really massage it in, and you could add a little bit to the ends of your hair too, or just brush the dry shampoo through your hair. Now at this point you're gonna have to be the judge of whether it looks good enough to wear down or not, and if it does not, then now's your time to experiment with some fun hairstyles, ponytails, buns, braids. Any type of cute updo can really help your hair if it's not looking fantastic. And finally, the last resort, or maybe your first if you have the time and you want to do this, is just to wash your hair and start again. Now, I usually do not want to wash my hair too often. I don't care if I've used too much product. I just cannot be bothered going through another wash day. So I will usually try and, fix it, deal with it, live with it until my next wash day is due. But if you wish to, you could just wash it, and you may prefer to cleanse your hair twice to make sure that you do get rid of all that product, ready to start fresh. You may want to clarify, but that's a bit extreme. You don't really have to. And that is it. Those are a few tips that I found can really help if you've accidentally gone overboard with the product, which, even though I've been doing my hair wavy for 3 years now, you'd think that that wouldn't happen to me, but it still does happen to me. So I do still use these tips. I'm not perfect. And I know better than anybody that a bad hair day can just really put you in the worst mood. Let me know in the comments what have been some of your worst experiences when it comes to using too much product in your hair, and let me know in the comments if there are any other methods that you have to kind of fix it until you're due your next wash that we can share with everybody else watching this video. One of mine is in the wash day that I made specifically for beginners, really, because I was describing all of my wash day in really great detail, down from washing my hair to styling to plopping to diffusing. And on that day I use way too much gel, and when I'm scrunching out my hair you can see all the white particles flying everywhere. So yeah, if you'd like to see me try the t-shirt curl hack that seemed to be going viral on TikTok and social media, then make sure to check out this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!